What happened on a Southern California freeway on Wednesday, January 11, 2023 was pretty shocking. A man driving a car on a freeway had to deal with an uncomfortable situation. An apparent road rage incident happened when an innocent man wanted to help other people on a freeway. Driving regularly on a road, a driver noticed another car driver without a license plate being violent on the road. He captured the event on his car camera. However, the violent driver noticed this moment and he wanted revenge. The next moment, he crossed the road and slowed down his Tesla car in front of the unlucky man. What happened next was disturbing. The violent man got out of his car with a pipe and started hitting the victim's car. The driver inside was shocked and terrified. Fortunately, the victim was not injured, but he suffered a huge shock. The official bodies were working on identifying the violent driver, and his behavior needed to be punished. Deteriorating weather conditions seem to be a major problem on many roads in the world. The same problem was happening on Highway 402 from London to Sarnia in Ontario, December 23, 2022. More than 50 vehicles were part of the major collision on the road due to snowy and icy conditions.
Myself, particularly the way, everything.
Any of these things, like a flounder in front of her. I don't think I tweeted that. That doesn't sound like something I said, no.
The footage camera recorded the incident. You can see the trucks and cars that collide one by one. The harsh conditions on the road are always a challenge for the drivers, but some drivers have better luck. This was the case for a car driver who drove his car into the bush next to the road. This driver saved his car from damage. Other drivers were not so lucky. So many crashes occurred and the damage is huge. It's a clear lesson for everyone to be alert on the road and slow down if the conditions are challenging. This way, many lives can be saved. This situation on the road is both dangerous and humorous. You can see a life-threatening ride that could lead to fatal consequences. However, the outcome was safe enough to protect the innocent drivers. In this case, the driver blocks the way of another car behind theirs. This could lead to many bad consequences, but fortunately, everything was good enough for the innocent driver who went out to get a picture of the license tab of the angry driver. In another second, the violent people from a car wanted to aggressively attack the person who was taking a picture, but they eventually decided to go back to the car. A few seconds later, police cars blocked the road, and the intervention of the police was good enough to stop the violent drivers from causing more trouble on the road. What happened on October 27, 2021 in Fairmont, Minnesota was terrifying. The dash camera in front of the train ramp captured the scary derailing of the ethanol-carrying tankers. 4 tankers derailed in a sequence, and the footage is truly disturbing. During the accident, 8 tankers went off the tracks, while 4 of them overturned. It was a very disturbing moment for all the passengers around the rail who needed to change their direction and take the other way. Fortunately, there were no human victims in this incident, which made the situation better. However, the damage was huge, and ethanol could be highly dangerous on the road. In some cases, ethanol can cause a huge fire on the road, but this kind of incident did not come with the worst scenario. Lucky for all the people involved in this situation. You can see here how driving too fast can be dangerous, especially in cold and icy weather, which happened to be the case December 28, 2016 in Colorado. The conditions on the road were difficult, and driving without caution can produce a lot of damage. This kind of damage was obvious when more than 25 vehicles collided with each other.
You lost it. Somebody just lost it? Yep.
Too slow.
Oh.
The interesting moment the camera captured is that the driver in front of the camera-carrying car was making complaints about driving too slow. The next moment, he loses control and crashes into the vehicle in front of the car. This was an obvious result of the fast driving practice on the icy road. However, there were no serious injuries in this major collision, and it was a good outcome of this situation. It's also a reminder to slow down when the conditions outside are like a complete ice rink. This kind of increased attention can save from damage and injuries. This disturbing vehicle collision happened September 2017 in Accrington, England. The accident on the road was caused by the bad weather conditions. In this case, the extreme fog was all around the road, and the vehicles bumped into each other at a high speed. However, the day was lucky for Letitia, a woman who was driving to work that morning. She was driving regularly until she came to the place of the major collision. 8 vehicles were part of the collision, but Letitia came out unhurt. She hit the brakes of her car before she was about to hit the car in front of her vehicle. This kind of reaction saved her life. The second reaction was even better. She moved to the left side of the road and escaped the large truck that came to her previous position. These reactions were certainly a good intuition for this lucky woman. On Saturday, June 13, 2020, there was a huge accident near Rock Springs, Wyoming, when a train derailed and caught fire. It was a train that carried highly inflammable substances like alcohol and similar cargo.
Oh my gosh.
The footage shows a huge explosion at the moment when the train lost balance on the rails and some wagons fell off the rails. This was truly disturbing for all the passengers who traveled the Rock Springs Car Road. The fire was huge and the explosion was visible miles away from the accident. The officials came to the accident location and claimed that no one was injured this time. In the same report, we could see that 26 wagons derailed while 10 of them were damaged in the fire. The officials reacted fast and removed the train from the rails to make future transportation possible. This car crash occurred on November 14, 2021 in Bucharest, Romania. The driver was driving at a high speed all over the road. He was trying to escape the police that were chasing him. After a few moments, the luck turned its back on him and the chasing suddenly stopped as he hit the traffic light next to the streets. What can you expect when you drive insanely fast? You can definitely expect a dangerous outcome. The crash was heavy and he endangered life greatly. Fortunately for him, he's still alive and without serious injuries. At the same time, the police claim they found him drunk and under the influence of drugs. This man was lucky enough to escape death, but he will certainly not escape the court. In this case, we have one of the most bizarre accidents we've ever seen. It happened on September 1st, 2015 in California. The woman driving on the road was extremely uncautious in her vehicle. She was slowing down and speeding up, and her reactions were unpredictable for the driver behind her. After a few moments, she slows down completely and puts other drivers in danger. She slowed down completely and got out of the car while not securing the car in the fixed position. As a result, the car continues to drive by itself, and it crosses the line while causing a collision on the other side of the road. This kind of behavior is highly dangerous, and we believe the woman wanted to cause havoc for the other drivers. Whatever was in her mind had put other people in danger. The 4th of July is a day for celebration in the U.S., but a strange incident happened in the year 2021 in Nashville, Tennessee. The unfortunate man stopped at the intersection of 2 streets while waiting for a green light to appear. Then, a white Infiniti G37 appeared and stopped next to the victim's convertible. What happened next was astonishing. One person from Infiniti G37 chucked a firework at the unfortunate man in a convertible. The firework exploded next to his head and caused a slight loss of hearing. This is not the proper way to celebrate the 4th of July. The police officers found the people responsible for this incident and acted according to the law. What is your opinion about these videos? Do you find them interesting? If you want more videos like this, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below. We're happy to see you next time.